one last bit of movie news to cover, and this actually is movie news, as opposed to our last bit of movie news. And this comes to us from Deadline. You guys, this is all over the internet. Really quick, Mads Mikkelsen, brilliant actor. A brilliant actor. He is currently in talks to replace Johnny Depp in the Fantastic Beasts franchise. We know that there's going to be a total of 5 Fantastic Beasts movies. Johnny Depp's character has already been playing this character called Grindelwald. He's the big villain of the movie. If you're not familiar, I don't want to go into a lot of depth into the story. Details are still emerging. Court cases have been had. Other court cases have yet to come out. But if you're not familiar with what's going on right now, Johnny Depp and his either ex-wife or separated wife or whatever their status is right now, Amber Heard, they either are still married but separated, or they're divorced. One or the other, doesn't matter. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard have had a tumultuous relationship, to say the least. There have been allegations of abuse on both, or from both parties. There was a there was a newspaper in England. I want to say it was the Daily Mail, but I'm not entirely sure. Somebody fact check me on that. There was a newspaper in England that called Johnny Depp a, quote, wife beater. Johnny Depp sued the newspaper for defamation of character, saying that these allegations are not true, blah blah blah. There's still a pending court case here in the United States. And as Johnny Depp sued this newspaper in England, do you like how he said, I'm not going to go into detail, and now I'm just explaining the whole thing? Johnny Depp sued this newspaper in England, and the court ruled in the newspaper's favor. This should have been a very easy case for Johnny Depp to win, because all he needed to do was prove a reasonable doubt that these allegations were not true. And he couldn't even do that. So things are not looking good for Johnny Depp in terms of those allegations. So in light of a court in England kind of saying, we don't entirely think that Johnny Depp is all that innocent, Warner Brothers has decided to sever all ties with Johnny Depp. He has been completely removed from the Fantastic Beasts franchise, which they've already spent a week filming. With Johnny Depp, so now they have to find somebody to replace Johnny Depp, because, like I said, this movie is in production right now. They're filming Fantastic Beasts 3 right now. So if you're not going to move forward with Johnny Depp playing your main antagonist, you've got to recast now. So right now, Mads Mikkelsen is in talks to replace Johnny Depp as Grindelwald in the Fantastic Beasts movies. Now, what does this mean? What exactly does in talks mean? Yes, they're having conversations, but what it really means is that Mads Mikkelsen has already said, yes, I want to play Grindelwald. You want me to play Grindelwald, and I want to play Grindelwald. Let's make this happen. So right now, at this stage, the in talks stage means that they are negotiating payment. That's all they're doing. They're negotiating payment. They're negotiating schedules. They're negotiating the finer details. He's already accepted the role. He hasn't signed anything yet, but he's already accepted the role. So barring any new developments tomorrow or the day after, it's very, very likely that Mads Mikkelsen is going to take over the role as Grindelwald. It's not confirmed. It's not 100% yet. He's still in talks. I mean, they're still trying to iron out the finer details of this whole thing. But I mean, this whole thing, it's a mess. It's a mess altogether. I think it's best for Warner Brothers to sever their ties with Johnny Depp. I still think they should sever their ties with Ezra Miller. That whole situation is completely messed up. But yeah, Will, you've had a little bit of time for this news to sit with you. You've kind of been tracking the Johnny Depp case for, not extensively, but for a little while. What are your thoughts on Mads Mikkelsen replacing Johnny Depp as Grindelwald? Do you think it's going to happen? I mean, he's in talks right now. We already know that he's accepted the role. Do you think they're going to find that middle ground? And how quickly do you think they're going to move on this?
Well, I think he's a pretty good actor. I think they're going to move as quickly as they can because, as you said, the movie's already rolling. And, unfortunately, Johnny Depp put himself in this kind of like tough situation where, the studio can't really be behind him once, you've been settled in court, and come out on the other end that just doesn't work in your favor. So,
well, just to be clear, there's still a pending American court case to say whether he's guilty or whether he's innocent. The whole thing in England was that the courts in England said, we don't think you're innocent. They didn't prove him guilty, but they also didn't exonerate him either. So it's this weird middle ground.
Right. Yeah. From a PR perspective, they unfortunately gave way for, a terrible label to be stuck to him. But, going back to his replacement, I guess this, gives all the more urgency to move forward with this character. I think Mads is an awesome actor. And, the Harry Potter franchise, they've done this before, totally different circumstances. But they did a very good job at, replacing actors and, still working just fine. So, I'm hoping this goes through and that, I hope, the best of luck to him.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think Mads Mikkelsen is a fantastic actor. This is not the casting choice I would have initially chosen to replace Johnny Depp with. But just look at this guy's career. Hannibal, playing Hannibal Lecter in a completely different way than Sir Anthony Hopkins ever did, and it was mesmerizing, right? So he's got that going for him. He played in Casino.
He was in Rogue One too.
Rogue One.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but this is the best Star Wars movie in my eyes. Okay.
Ooh, well, you're not alone. I don't share that same sentiment. My favorite, but then again, favorite and best are two very different things. My favorite is still Return of the Jedi. But Rogue One, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that hold Rogue One as their favorite Star Wars movie of all time.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, Rogue One went there, and that's why I loved about it. And he was in that movie, so.
Well, not just he was in the movie. He brought an emotional gravitas to it, because that role as oh shoot, I keep wanting to call her Felicia because she was in Amazing Spider-Man 2. The main character. What's her name? It's your favorite Star Wars movie.
Wait, Jin? Oh, the name of the actual actress?
Sure, pick one.
Or name of the character?
Either or.
The character was Jin. Forget her last name.
So playing Jin's father, he could have just so easily phoned it in, because his character, while integral to the story, he didn't have a lot of screen time. So I mean, they could have gone with just a more cheesy actor and hi, I'm your father. Oh no, I designed the plans for the Death Star. Oh, gotta go, bye. He could have so easily done that, but he didn't. He brought in a very heavy emotional gravitas to it that grounded that family in the Star Wars universe. I mean, same thing with Casino Royale, playing Le Chiffre, one of the best Bond villains I've ever seen. And his list goes on and on. Of course, he was the main villain of Doctor Strange. He just adds, he brings this emotional gravitas to him. He's a fantastic actor. I would love to see him as Grindelwald. I almost called you Sam for some reason. Will, what are your final thoughts here?
Well, like you said, he's good to deliver. Even a, some of the criticisms I've heard of the last Fantastic Beasts is that it didn't really give us a lot of Grindelwald. So even if this continues to be the case on the third movie, we know that he's good. I mean, he's excellent in delivering even when he doesn't have that much screen time. But I'm hoping he has more screen time in the third one. But you know, I'm growing into this choice, so I think he's going to do an amazing job.
I agree. I am also growing into this choice. I think he's gonna bring it, and especially look forward. He's got 3 pictures to do. Johnny Depp was really only in one in a bit. The first Fantastic Beasts movie, it was all spoiler alert. It was all Colin Farrell, and then at the very end, oh, mask reveal, it's Johnny Depp. Dun dun dun. So Johnny Depp was only in the first movie for what, like 2 minutes maybe screen time tops. Yeah, he was the villain of the second movie. I actually enjoyed the second movie. I thought it was fun. I thought it was good ish. But now moving forward, we're probably gonna get Mads Mikkelsen for 3 more films as Grindelwald. So I think now is the right time to recast. Now is the right time to recast. And, like we pointed out earlier, they have to do it right now because they're currently filming. So they've got to act quick on this. If Mads Mikkelsen has any crazy demands, they better meet those pretty quickly because they got to get the ball rolling on this. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think of Mads Mikkelsen taking over the role of Grindelwald? First of all, do you think it's going to go through? I think it probably will. But I guess, there's still a chance that it might not. What do you think about it? And where do you see the character of Grindelwald going from here? Jump down to the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like. If you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share. Because that is exactly what Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles would want you to do. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.